we have to split and rejoin and check the perimeter. So that's the agenda of this particular topic video. So we are looking at the idea of perimeter itself with an activity that you have a certain piece of paper. We need to split it, that is cut it, and then rejoin it to form different shapes like this and find the perimeter. This too is a good place for you guys to improve your thinking skills. So I'll give you guys a background. Now, find the perimeter of this particular structure. Can you please pause and find it out? Think that the paper is not cut. Just start off in that way. So we have, this is 4 centimeter, this is 6, 4 and 6. So 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4. So this entire thing will be equal to 10 and 16 and 20 centimeter. Okay, keep this in mind. Now you are cutting this along the center and rejoining in this manner. So find the perimeter of this 4 scenarios. Pause. You have all the information that you need. Remember, it's exactly cut at the center and then rejoined in this way. So you have to pause and figure out the perimeter of each of the structure. Okay guys, I hope you have done all of them. Now, how do you figure out the perimeter? First thing is, let me finalize the side lengths. This is 6, this is 6, this is 2. So this also will be 2. This also will be 6 and this also will be 6. So perimeter of this structure is sum of all the sides. So just add them up. Perimeter here, I don't have space, so I can't write the entire word perimeter. So 6 plus, I'm going one by one. 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2. So 6 plus 6 is 12 and 14 and 20, 26 and 28. 28 centimeter. Right? Look at next scenario. We have, this is 2. This length is 6 centimeter. This length is 6 centimeter. Right? This length is how much? And this is how much? This too is 6 centimeter. Right? It's the same paper. But how much is this? Okay, this is 2 centimeter. Did we miss anything or everything is there? We have 2 more things. I was not very happy with it. Let me redo this. This is 6. This is certain length. This is certain length. This is certain length. This is certain length. And this is certain length. This is how much? This is 6 centimeter. This will be 2 centimeter. This will be 6 centimeter again. This is 2 centimeter. This also is 6 centimeter. We are missing this length over here. How much is that? Think. I'm waiting for you guys to think. This is 4 centimeter, guys. And this is 2 centimeter. How did I get 4? How did I get 4 is the question. Let me put it this way. See, this entire length is 6 centimeter. And this small length is 2 centimeter. So how much is the remaining length? How much is this length? That will be 6 minus 2, that is 4 centimeter. As simple as that. And now the final answer. So perimeter is sum of all the sides. So let me start off with, say, bottom 2. So 2 plus this side is 6 plus the other side is 2, then 6 again, plus 2 plus 6 plus this is 4. So this is 8, 8, 10, 16, 16, 18, 18, and this is 24 plus 4, that is 28 centimeter. Right? Similarly, with this similar, complexity, you have 2 more questions. So try doing it if you're not done already. Again, guys, all this will help you improve your IQ. That's why I'm pushing for you guys to. Once you see the answer, then there's no point. You lose that opportunity to learn. That's why I'm pushing for this. For you guys to learn. Think. Okay, let me start off by writing the obvious ones. So this is 6 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. This length is 6 centimeter again. Let me use some other color. The opposite side is also 6 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. And the top is 2 centimeter again. I think we have it all. Yeah. So let's have a look. Let me run down. This length we have, this length we have, this length we have, this length we have, and have. Okay. So I'm going to write it over here, perimeter. Let me make some more space, guys. Okay, let's have a look at this. Perimeter is nothing but sum of all sides. That's it. So just start off 6 plus 2 plus 2. Look at the habit which I'm getting used to. What habit am I cultivating here? I'm putting a tick so that I don't miss out anything. 6 plus 2. Right? Even if I miss out any one length, then the answer is wrong. Then 6 plus 2 plus 2 and done. So this is 10, 16, 16, 18, 18, 20, 28. This 2 is 28 centimeter. So we're looking at scenario 4. Again, just figure out the side lengths. So this is, how much is this? How much is this? How much is this? How much is this? And how much is this? This and this. This is 6. This is 2. This small length, remember, you have something given always. You have to look at that. Okay, let me put it this way. If this entire length is 6, which it is, and this length is 3. So I need to forget that this length is there and consider only this. How will I get this? This has to be 6 minus 3, right? So basically that is 3 centimeter. Okay, let me erase all of this. Now let me rewrite. This entire length is 6 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. This length is This length is 3 centimeter. We just showed that. How? This length is 2 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter. This is 3 centimeter. And this is 2 centimeter. Check if we have all the lengths. So we have this. We do have this 2. Perimeter is only the outer boundary. So we should not consider this length. We're just walking around the outer boundary. We have all the sides. So perimeter, which is equal to sum of all the sides involved, 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3. This is 8, 10, 13, 15, 15, 18, 18, this is 18, 20, 26, 26 centimeter. Right? Again, the idea of perimeter is sum of all the sides, as simple as that. All the sides, that is basically the outer ones, like this, don't add the inner ones. So this is your perimeter. Don't add the inner ones. Okay. Now, I started off with a figure which has 20 centimeter perimeter. When I cut and rearranged, you can see that I can get any length. I hope I added it right. But for the first 3 cases, we got 28 centimeter. And the fourth case, we got 26 centimeter. So you can rearrange in many ways and get many different lengths. So you have one more question over here. So we need to arrange the structure so that we end up with 22 centimeter length perimeter. Okay. So think about how we can go about doing this. Remember, we have 2 strips of paper. So each of this is 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and so on and so forth. I hope you guys paused and thought over. All these are puzzles, guys. If you don't have fun with it, then there's no point. So we have 6 plus 6, that is 12, plus 4, 16. So 16 and 16, 32. These two put together, I have 32. So what I'm trying to do over here is show you guys how I think. First, I figured out individually the strips at 32 centimeter. Now, the difference is 32 minus 22, that is 10 centimeter. So basically, 10 centimeter has to be covered. What I mean by covered is something like this. Can you see this part? This is covered. 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter, 6 centimeter is lost because of that. So I need to cover in such a way that I need to lose 10 centimeter. What can I do? I got an idea. You might have different answers. This is my answer though. If I keep the first strip in this manner and the second strip in this manner, I think I'm done. It looks similar to your fourth scenario, but just that this length is 5 centimeter. So 5 centimeter of each side, if I'm covering, right? This is covering and this is covered. If I eliminate this 5 centimeter, right? Technically it's there, but imagine that it's not there. I meant to do it over here and as a dotted lines. Imagine that it's not there. So how much is left? Let's have a look. So this is 6. This is 2. This is 2 centimeter. Or let me not write centimeter. Now, oh, this I am wrong actually. If I am covering, the diagram is wrong. As in my drawing is wrong. It would be something like this. So this is 6. This is 2. This is 2. This is 6. This is 2. This is how much? Since I've covered this to be 5 centimeter inside. So the outside length will be, since it needs to add up to 6. So this has to be 1. This has to be 1. This has to be 2. This is 2 and this is 6. So let's have a look. Perimeter over here. So 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2. So let's see if this adds to 22. 3, 9, 10, 12, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 6 is 20, 22. And it did add to 22 centimeter. Honestly, I just thought about this answer in front of you guys. The procedure, this idea, I thought of it before, yes. But this is the first time that I drew this diagram. And I came up with this answer. So the funda is important over here. What is the funda? I looked at the length of the individual strip. I looked at what scenario I have. If by chance the two paper didn't add up to say even 20, then I'll never be able to get 22. I'll be wasting my time thinking about how can I get 22. Okay, so we can't place two figures if their lengths itself don't originally add up to 22 or 20 plus or 22 plus. In this case, it does add up. It adds to 32. The difference being 10 centimeter, I need to cover. Right, let me. Actually, I can't. And that is also there. I need to cover up 10 centimeter. How can I cover up? How can I hide 10 centimeter? By overlaying in this manner. See, originally it was 20 centimeter. So we're moving from 20 to 22. So all I did was expose 1 centimeter. Or in another way of thinking is hide the 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter from each will lead to 20 centimeter reduction. It's not that. 5 centimeter from each structure. I hid it and I ended up with 22 centimeter structure. Okay. So trick is to count what we have to work with and see how much to hide. So more than this, actually, you need to understand in general what are we dealing with and what our destination is and how we can smartly solve this question. Any question, any puzzle. So you need to learn that art, learn the fundamentals, apply it systematically, analyze what the situation is, and then solve it.